Hello guys, my name is Carol and welcome to my Dragon Age Origins Let's Platinum series. So far we went to the deep roads and we were betrayed and now we are in jail. See what's gonna happen.
I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you?
Why has the assembly not sent for me yet?
The assembly isn't going to call for you. Balin has taken Trian's place in the assembly. He introduced a motion to condemn you immediately, and it easily passed. He had fully half the assembly ready to vote on something completely against tradition and justice. He must have been making deals and alliances for months, if not years.
So now Balin will be king when my father dies.
I'm afraid so. Some of the lords, especially Harrowmont, are suspicious of Balin's instant rise to power. They are rallying, but far too slowly. The assembly has already sentenced both of us.
Tell me.
I am to be exiled to the surface, but you are to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you are overwhelmed and killed.
What does my father say about this?
Lord Harrowmont says the king is taken ill. He couldn't bear losing 2 of his children at once. Lord Harrowmont gave me access to see you so I could tell you this. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads, in tunnels connected to those you are to be left in. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan.
Grey Wardens would take an exile, a murderer?
The Grey Wardens don't care about a person's past. They recruit for daring, intelligence, and martial power. If you can find them, I'm sure you can join them and escape the deep roads.
How do I find the Grey Wardens?
They're down there somewhere. It's just a matter of surviving long enough to track them. I begged to go with you and fight at your side, but Balin's pet nobles wouldn't hear of it.
You're safer going to the surface.
I would give up all the safety in the world to go down this dark path with you. Our time is up. May the Paragons guide your sword and the stone hold you up.
The same to you, my friend.
I will always be your man, my Lady Iduken.
They are ready for you now.
Okay, so we need to fight through deep roads. I guess by myself.
Here is the prisoner, Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death. Your name is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting the enemies of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out?
Balin will destroy you just as he did me.
I understand your anger. You should have been allowed to defend yourself. Had I the power to stop this, I would have. Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do this. For your father's sake.
I didn't kill Trian.
I believe you. That means Balin planned this from the start. Believe me, I will spend the rest of my days making sure Balin does not profit by his deeds. Your father asked me to give these to you. This sword and shield are of fine dwarven make. Strike a blow at our enemies.
But my father, I'm innocent.
I will. Open the doors and let the condemned walk through. May the stone accept you when you fall.
So what, did I lose all my equipment? Now I only have a sword and shield. I have my helmet, at least. Going to be fun, I guess. Okay, let's see. Find more and blade. Attack. Okay, so and we're gonna dual wield. Okay. So I don't have armor, I don't have gloves. I kept all those, okay. Wow, that's a huge sword.
Not happening. Ow, this reminds me of that time.
Here. Oh, it's not that tough, even though I'm alone.
First one to kill it gets the prize. And I'm off. Going, huh? And I'm off. Wait, yes, and I'm off. Going, huh? Going. Was there any doubt?
Okay, I have an armor now. Where's the... Okay, here it is. Okay. Yeah. Let's check the new skill.
And I'm off. And I'm off. Going. Alright. Going. And I'm off. Going. Yes. Huh. Alright. And I'm off. Yes. Huh. Yes.
Nothing there. Okay, and the gloves. Okay, which way now? Bow. I wonder if I should wear a bow. Just
Moving
in
on.
case, like. But looks actually decent. Oh damn. I think there is a trophy for not dying in the origin story, meaning, you know, the first, that's what we're playing now for the Dwarf Noble. But you need to do all the other origin stories as well, so it's not focusing on not dying, because this one is a nightmare playthrough. probably will do all the cleanup now.
All right. Yes.
Whatever.
Look over there. And I'm off. Yes.
Because
Oh, you want to die? Yes. Go.
Maybe
And
I'm
I'm
not.
off.
But I didn't die here yet, so maybe we'll get it first playthrough.
Yes. Going.
Be awesome.
And I'm off. Right. Yes. Going. Right.
I can't
And I'm
imagine
off.
this.
Going. Yes. All right. Yes. Going. And I'm off.
That's how it starts. You go for the to Ostagar. I think it was Ostagar.
First one to kill it gets the prize. Yes.
And you do
All right.
this ritual to be a reward.
I'm off.
Come on, Grey Wardens, where are you? Where are you, dudes? Dark
All right.
Spawn.
And I'm off. Yes. All right.
It's the high school guy. Oh, something there.
Yes.
I can pick up. Oh, come.
Yes. All right. Going. And I'm off. And I'm off. Yes.
Very hard armor. Oh. Try now. The right way, so maybe that's the other one. Maybe there's some treasure there. Maybe something.
And I'm off. Yes.
They can stop. Something else amazing. Wow.
Yes.
I can stop.
Going. And I'm off. Going. All right. And I'm off. Yes. All right. Going. All right. And I'm off. How amusing. Yes. And I'm off. Yes.
Wow, this one was like a higher level or something. It was 84 XP for this one. Silk carpet, what the hell is that? Some healing always useful. Although I didn't use any potion yet, I think. That's good. Let's hope I won't forget it later. Nice, Grey Warden.
By the Maker, it's a dwarf.
Lady Idukan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your troops?
Grey Wardens aren't the only ones who can survive here.
I'm aware of your family's experience with these tunnels, but no dwarf has set foot here for years. May I ask what happened?
Balin has betrayed me.
Ah, you have been made to walk the deep roads, then.
You mean you were exiled? What happened?
I do not think matters of dwarven honor are any business of ours. You need not answer, friend.
I was betrayed by my brother.
Lord Trian?
No, Balin. Trian is dead.
I see. The brutal intrigue of the dwarven court continues, then. Your father intimated as much. There is no reason for you to walk these deep roads and die for something you did not do. You've already proven yourself both resourceful and skilled, and I would expect nothing less from an Aidukan. When last we spoke, you told me you wished to join our order. I imagine this isn't quite what you meant, but you may still find great honor here. As leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, I would like to formally invite you to join our order.
I would be honored.
Then welcome. We leave immediately for Ostagar to join with the human forces facing the Darkspawn hordes led by King Kaelan. Stay close. There are still Darkspawn around every corner.
Okay, first trophy. Kingslayer. I think I'm gonna mark them in like description with blood. I don't know what that is. Oh, I think that's the one for not dying in the origin story.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan, I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I am Haidai Bai, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar.
How much do you know about dwarves, Your Majesty?
I've always wanted to learn more. Perhaps you could enlighten me sometime.
Don't you have the battle to fight first?
I meant after we defeat the Blight, of course. I doubt Loghain will give me a moment's rest until then. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days?
I'm his daughter, and he was fine when I saw him last.
Well, it seems your story may be even more interesting than I suspected. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
We'll see about that.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Sounds like the blight is almost over.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Okay, so as I was saying, I think whenever I get a trophy, I'm gonna mark them in the description of the video. Maybe a good idea. Okay, level up. So I remember I need dexterity. I don't remember how much. Let's just go full dexterity. Momentum. Yes. Okay. I think I will start. Just okay, in force. There is an icon there as well. Okay, so that's cool. Wow, it takes a lot of stamina. Over half.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Okay guys, I think as well it's a good time to take a break. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope if anything is wrong, I don't know, maybe with video quality or the sound, or you want me to do something differently than I'm doing, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try to do my best. So I'll see you in the next episode. We're gonna go through what's that? Orzammar, and we're gonna go with the Grey Warden trial. Okay, thank you, and see you in the next episode.